What is up, guys? NYK31 here. Madden 16, Mutt salary cap ranked. It's like my third or fourth game. Kind of lost track. Here we go, kicking it off. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Facing a guy here who has a lot of the drafted rookies on his squad. He's got Jared Goff here, playing quarterback. I switched up. Oddly enough, I don't have any 4-3 playbooks at my disposal. I gotta get one, but I switched up my 3-4 playbooks. I have in my binder. The Ravens, Titans, Steelers, and the Bronx. I've been using the Ravens for the longest, so I switched to the Broncos, and it's not that bad. It's not that bad of a playbook. So I have some sets that I kind of actually really like. I'll go into that more in another video. But anyhow, so I'm in the Broncos 3-4 playbook, and I felt like switching it up. Still running the run and shoot here, and playing this dude who, of course, anytime you can go for it on 4th and long on your own 20, you gotta do it. So here I am, and I figured out a couple of things in this mode. One thing that I find interesting, it's the only game mode where I can gain or get pressure off of a base pass rush. And the reason why is because no one cares about their offensive line. So most of the offensive lines you go up against are, pretty bad. And, I like to have guys who are capable of hitting blocks and getting, after the passer. But in this mode, I find that it's best to get guys who can do that at a bargain rate and stack your secondary. So, I have some good pass rushers down there, but lower tiered cards than I would have in regular Mutt. But, I still have Anthony Barr, I have Tank Carradine, and some other players. Paul Kruger, good pass rushers at a bargain rate, and they're able to get after it because, like I said, no one cares about the offensive line, and I also have a ton of time to throw because no one cares about the defensive line either. All people care about in this mode are stacking up their DBs and their wide receiver units and a quarterback and having a good back. So it's great for me. Anytime I have all that time to let these routes to develop, and anytime I can get after the passer without having to take guys out of coverage, makes me a happy man. Like here's Telefero just ripping it up the gut on the 0-1 trap. So I have a pretty good offensive line, and because his defensive line is paper thin, that can happen. I have all day to throw there, and I hit Jason Witten on the seam option with the spec catch. And I'm playing a healthy dose of man one robber and basically daring the guy to beat me outside. I have Rondé Barber and Trey Waynes out there, 94 Rondé Barber and a 90 Trey Waynes. I also have 88 overall Chris Harris and also Patrick Pete, 86 overall. All of them have man coverage 90s plus. Rondé Barber's zone coverage is like 98. Trey Waynes is in the mid 90s too. They both have high press ratings, so I'm like, okay, bring it. I'm gonna roll some single high, and until you show me you can beat it, you're gonna get a healthy dose of that. And there I stuff the fullback dive, so I get the ball back. Man, here's a good user play by him. Good job by him. He should have had a pick six. But, I'll tip the cap to a guy who makes a good user play. So he's back on O. He's going tempo. What's he going to run here? He runs inside. And we knife through. And then we have the fullback dive. So, I stuffed the fullback dive before. I was kind of anticipating toss there. I figured that the stuff at the fullback dive would be in the back of his mind, but he went fullback dive again. So I want to get some points here before the half. I'm going to go curl wheel. This is a great play. You've got a high-low flood to the right, post pattern, and you also have a choice concept there to the solo side. So if you get one-on-one, and he converts that to a vertical, you throw that to your high-spec catch wide receiver, in this case Michael Floyd with 97 spec catch, and he will go up and get it. So great passing concept there out of my trusty run and shoot playbook as usual. And I go up 17-14. I have the ball back, so I want to get that two-possession lead here. 60 choice. Witten converts to a deep dig. I high pass it. He goes up and gets it. I get stuffed here on third down, though, so I give the ball back. He's going to go play action. Just lots of play action, and of course, I'm going to go all out to defend the corner route on the sail concepts. I'm spying. Rondé Barber out there chilling in the flat picks that off. And he will return it all the way and score. So there is my two-possession lead, which in Madden and draft champions is always big. He tests Rondé Barber vertically with Kelvin Benjamin. No, sir. Boom, Barr. Anthony Barr tees off. Back to no huddle mode. We're going contains and spies. Now I'm just chilling in too deep. No one open. And I get the INT on the user pick. That puts me in great shape. Let's punch this bad boy in. Try to run a bit of a counter here. No go. Nice 5-yard loss there. Z spot. And that's the nail in the coffin. So now he's going to be in desperation mode, empty. Probably going to send everybody deep and try to scramble around. So we're going to be in two-man under. We're going to control the middle of the field. That's exactly what occurs. He tries to run. He doesn't slide. Fumble. And here comes the eject. And of course, what would a rage quit be without a rage message? Dude wants me to kill myself, and he hopes that my daughter that does not exist gets raped. Wow. Ain't that serious, dude? I suggest psychiatric counseling and just call it a day. So, these people. This is what happens when you have a generation being parented by the internet. So, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you all later. I will talk about the Madden 17 blog, the first blog that came out, in a little bit. Peace.